Something like that.
Are we the princes of the internet?
Something like that.
Hello to
I know
the
Mackie,
internet.
Mackie gets that reference. Loves that one.
Make sure
Queen
they
song.
hear the smile.
It's a Queen song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
You should always.
There it is.
I know. You're like kind of on the...
Kind of on the
On the
internet?
internet, yeah.
Halfway on the internet?
Kind of, sort of on the internet.
I gotta sort of maybe sign into YouTube so I can comment.
Sure.
We're half netting.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had to change my password because someone tried to hack in my Gmail.
Well,
Really?
No.
Yeah, like
What?
three times in like an hour. I was like, change my password. And it was like, nope, you should probably change it again.
Were you Diabloing
Nope, I don't know what the hell was happening.
those fuckers?
No, I was,
They hacked your battle net.
it was like early in the fucking morning. My phone started going fucking nuts.
Oh.
It's like it was a Google phone. It's like, no, you're not signed in. Fucking change your password. Red alert.
It happens, man.
Yeah, totally does. I'm ready to tweet.
Are you going to do the tweet?
No, I'm ready
Oh.
to retweet.
Oh, well then.
Hey, what? Hey, hey, ho, hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Ho.
What? Let's
Hey.
go.
Hey, everybody's. Guess who's back?
The brand new edition.
Banff is back.
Banff is back.
Back again.
Tell your friends. Banff is back. Banff is back.
So, happy Dog Day, everybody.
Yay.
National Dog Day.
Happy National Dog Day.
Woof.
Yep. Oh, woof.
Woof.
Don't forget the
Woof.
before you get your woof out. You got to go, oh, woof.
That's what I always do before I pull out my woof.
Yep. You
Yeah,
go,
woof.
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 Don't think that's a plot summary.
You like it.
That's not a plot summary at all.
No, that's great. Read that. that was
All right.
That's perfect.
That's best, yeah.
That passes the test
Yep.
right there.
Thanks, Anonymous. You're the best writer.
Oh, Anonymous wrote it?
Yes.
Oh, dear. No wonder he got hacked the other day.
Now, whenever I type a comment, it says, oops, remove the HTML tags and try again.
Remember
Stop putting HTML
the 5th of
tags.
November, the Treasure Buddies, and no plot.
Good one.
Oh.
I retweeted. See? Someone heard it buzz.
Who's buzzing?
Oh, God. So apparently this neckbeardy computer here has a Twitter app that's basically just, hey, it opens a website Twitter just without a bar on the top.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, without an address bar. And there's a YouTube one as well.
Totally legit.
It's like, do you want a better experience? And it's
Nah.
like, as far as I can tell, it's the same experience.
Just without the bar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like a Chrome app.
Yeah,
A crap.
Crap.
I guess. So now I have all sorts of apps. I'm running apps.
Dude.
I feel like I'm in the future.
That is a slightly different YouTube experience.
Is it?
Is it better?
Is it?
Well,
Is it?
hi, everybody.
Is it?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
should I have retweeted
because-
something? Yeah.
Yeah, you should totally retweet.
Is it?
I want to make people's phones buzz more.
Make my phone buzz.
Wait, let me readjust it. Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
It's gonna be good.
Thank you. It's good to hear.
You have
Oh,
to make
yeah.
sure they hear the smile. I'm acting like Chris Traeger right now.
Who?
It's a Parks and Rec thing.
Oh, you mean Sam Seaborn?
Who?
Rob Lowe, everyone. Rob Lowe.
Who?
They're all naming characters played by Mr. Rob Lowe.
Robert.
Who?
Rob.
Bob.
Robert
Loggia.
Lowe.
Oh,
Rob Loggia. Billy. Billy.
he's that guy from that Lifetime movie.
Yes.
I was in the West Wing.
What?
The one who killed his wife.
Oh, the cop.
Got away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Drink your Egyptian orange juice, Billy.
Yeah. Billy.
So, I don't know. No, but yeah, keys. That's in honor of all the cats that aren't
Yeah.
here for August.
And the babies.
And the babies.
Babies.
Baby cats. The kittens.
Babies.
Baby month.
Yeah.
Babies.
Yes.
Imagine.
National Baby Month. Could do all the Baby Geniuses movies.
Yep. All two.
Except, no, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, there are
What's a franchise?
at
now?
least 6.
Oh,
Return
good.
to the Babbies.
All of them babbies.
So do they eventually frick back?
No.
No.
Apparently they wait and stain.
Oh.
Yes.
The mother who
So
killed
shall
I'm sorry
we
for our
start a
loss.
podcast? I mean, it's kind of late. Nobody's here. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
matter.
good.
Whatever. We just go.
Yeah,
Come on,
sure. It's
man.
late. No one's
Fucking-
here. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Everybody's like, those assholes
Let's
aren't making
treasure-
a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting around.
Let's
for this
treasure this moment.
Because we're buddies.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
shit. I don't think we're gonna worry about time. Treasure buddies.
Nah,
I just- like that's not here.
All right.
Somebody clap it up.
No. Sorry. No. Damn. I'll get it.
I think we're good. I think
Not really.
No?
It's got to be good. Here we go. You want to do it?
I don't. I can do it. I don't have to push a button.
Okay, great.
What?
Someone do it.
All right. Welcome to the BMFcast.
Hey,
BMFcast.
Episode 240.
Woo.
Woof. Yeah. Yes.
Ah,
That's like some other number in dog years. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
So I'm Harlow.
I'm Mackie.
I'm BJ.
I'm Chuck.
And what we do each and every episode of the BMFcast is we go ahead and we watch ourselves a quote-unquote bad movie. Come in here and talk about it for the first half. Then we rate them. And good bad movies, enjoyable bad movies. They get 1-5 jocks and robot jocks.
Hooray!
And the bad movies doesn't stay away. They get a negative sliding scale, 1 to 5 bags, as in douchebags after Twilight.
Boo.
Woof.
Bad.
Boo.
Bad movie.
So, wrapping up Dogist. Hooray.
Hooray,
Woof.
Dogist.
Hooray for everything. For the end of Dogist. We decided to do Treasure Buddies. 2012.
Yes, we did.
The end of the world begins with Treasure
Yay,
Buddies.
the buddies.
Begins and ends.
Yeah.
Buddies are back.
Yes.
Their third visit to the show.
The buddies.
We just opened the door and all these buddies run in. Yay, the buddies are here.
The golden
We would do
retriever
that every.
buddies.
If that was actually what happened, we
Yeah.
would do that every week
We should-
because
yeah.
who wouldn't love to podcast with a bunch of puppies?
I
You
would love
suck.
I
Because
think
I'd have to
it'd be pretty
edit
cool.
out all the dogs.
it. No, that would be part of
No.
the.
Oh, would it?
Yeah.
That'd
We
be
just have
local
dog cast?
flavor.
Yes, the ambiance.
Oh, okay. So we couldn't really find a plot summary, nor did we care. So I'm going to read what Anonymous wrote on the Internet Movie Database. Disney invites you on a treasure hunting adventure with the buddies. Thanks, Anonymous. That's a good plot summary.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
I appreciate any invitation to their movie.
Yeah. Disney's very nice to
Yeah.
invite us along.
Usually you're proudly invited, but not this time.
No.
No,
we're
it's just like,
invited.
just get the fuck in here.
Like, hey
you ass.
guys, you just want to watch this fucking movie?
Yeah.
We watch.
We just shat it out on the
No.
video,
Got
whatever.
Puppies in it. There's
Yeah.
a monkey.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
Get your ass in here or don't. We don't really care.
Man.
They're like, hey, you like Spy Mate?
Yeah.
Come watch this. Same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The BMFcast is proud to invite you.
Like, whatever. Fuck, you didn't pay to see Wreck-It Ralph. Get your fucking ass here and watch Buddies or something.
Wow.
Man. Disney's marketing department
Man.
is really
They
frustrated.
got a little
No.
angry over the years. I'm not going to lie.
Jeez, what did we do?
We watched the Buddies.
Oh, okay.
So let's talk about them.
Okay. For the first half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then in the second half, we'll do something else. I don't know. I'm out on this one. I don't know.
Okay.
Dogs run around and they talk and shit. I seriously, I can't tell one Buddies movie from the other now.
It is both a.
I just want to point out that director Robert Vince, this is his 5th BAMFcast appearance.
Oh, wow.
Of course it is.
Thanks to April and Dogist.
Nice job, Bob.
That's is that like the most we've seen of any director?
Probably.
I think he beat Craig Baxley at this point.
Okay. He cross Albert Pune.
Pune.
Awesome.
We've only done what? 2 punes? 3
No,
punes?
we've done a few
Yeah,
punes.
we've
We did
done some
Cyborg
punes.
and Captain
seen
America.
I've seen some
Adrenaline.
punes, man.
Yeah.
Fear the Rush.
Fear the Darkness.
Vicious Lips.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we've done a lot of our punes.
Yep. However, Robert
However.
Vince, you've done Super Buddies, Treasure Buddies, Santa Buddies, Spy Mate, and Most Extreme Primate.
Wow.
That one was
What
pretty
is
good.
wrong with us?
I'd watch that one again.
Or was it Most Vertical Primate?
Whatever. There was Al Borland and
Yeah,
Duke
Most
Burke.
Vertical Primate. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, that
Man,
one.
this cover art for
And
Spooky
Bob
Buddies
Burke was
is
not
so
giving a
good.
fuck about it. Yeah.
However, Treasure Buddies.
Yeah, Treasure Buddies.
Yeah.
So it opens with an Indiana Jones ripoff scene, basically.
Sure.
And then continues.
And then continues to rip off Indiana
Yeah.
Jones. It also uses some of the storytelling mechanism ripoff, or a storytelling ripoff of Aladdin and
Sure.
Sure.
everything that's
Yeah.
narrated.
Yeah. Yes.
We have an
It just- the-
unreliable narrator.
Right.
Yes. Unreliable monkey narrator.
Yes. That is a first.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yes, Babby the monkey is telling other monkey... Babu.
Babu is telling Babby.
No, Babby was
No,
the older
Babby's-
monkey. The fez-wearing monkey.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
The wise old monkey.
Babu's the
Babby.
cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In from Cairo.
Oh, he's in from monkey or organ grinding.
University.
He has left Organ Grinding University to come be a great adventurer like Babby.
Right. Yeah, that's as much as I know. And then, I don't know. There's a treasure hunting sequence with young Grandpa in his young days and Digger.
Yes.
Digger.
Dressed exactly like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And so is the dog.
And they
Not really. It would have been awesome if the dog was dressed
Yeah.
exactly
Dog didn't
like
have a hat on.
Since you said that, I want to address something.
Go,
All right.
Sure.
The cover of this, one of the dogs has an Indiana Jones fedora on.
Really?
Nowhere in the movie.
No.
Boo.
Yeah, that's...
I was incredibly disappointed that none of those dogs were given.
Here's the fedora that was on the cover of the video but not appear in the final picture.
Yeah.
None of the dogs wear sunglasses either, so that is also disappointing.
man, this is just losing steam as it goes.
Yeah.
It is.
It's unacceptable.
And that is a tradition that it will carry on for the rest of the movie.
Sure.
Yeah, because, it's your standard opening of Raiders of the Lost Ark. They're in a tomb. They find half of some medallion that's supposed to lead to the tomb of Cleopatra.
Cleopatra.
Yes.
And
Not Cleopatra,
Yeah.
but Cleopatra.
Well, sure. Yes, obviously.
This is important.
Uh-huh.
So important
Cleopatra.
that the child will tell us later.
Yeah. So, of course, when they pick up the thing, the whole place is like, oh, no, they took the ancient relic, so,
Fall apart.
yeah.
There's some amazing engineering going on in ancient temples.
Yeah. Now
Well,
we
they
just
had
make things
time.
that
They
make
were
noise.
all architects and not actually contractors. That was
Yeah,
the
I
secret.
gotcha.
Yeah. That's all they were doing.
Build beautiful things, and then you move one thing, and the fucking thing falls apart.
No, I just meant they had help. Let's say
Oh, I got you.
Okay, yes.
Oh,
involuntary help.
Yes.
yeah. Involuntary assistance, yes.
Yeah. So they steal the thing.
They do. They
yes.
steal
Well,
it.
the dog goes back and steals it.
Well, yeah, the dog steals it.
Well, yes, because humans are incompetent
Yes.
in Buddy's land, so he drops the thing. Dog picks it up,
Yeah.
runs out, and hooray! Cut to
50 years later.
many years later. Grandpa is now running a shitty museum in Fernville or whatever the hell the Buddy's town is. In
Furville.
Fern
Gully.
Fern Gully, the lost
Yeah.
Oregon
Lost
County.
Dog Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's running a 2-room museum with all the shit that he's stolen from foreign lands.
Yep.
He's like, hey, kids, check out this great stuff. I'm broke, so...
Over here is some great stuff. The expanding foam. Isn't that exciting? I discovered this while on a trip to Home Depot. Yeah. It was a pretty shitty museum, and he's closing it because it's so shitty. I guess no one's going.
Also, it's a town of 12 people, half of which are buddies.
They're like, Grandpa, we can only come to the
The
museum
dog to human
so many
ratio
times.
is really off in this
Yeah.
town.
It really is.
Seriously, your 24-hour PBS special every year to keep this shitty museum open is getting old.
Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen your song and dance.
So, Edward Herman?
Edward Herman.
decides to show up, and
Beloved character actor.
Yeah.
Edward Herman.
I don't know why I just remembered his name off the top of my head, but I did.
Good job.
And he decides to show up and be evil British guy, menacing.
Mildly British guy.
Well, he likes to point out the fact that he's not American.
Yeah.
And he has one of those hairless cat things.
Sure.
The post-freezing Mr. Bigglesworth. The Egyptian, whatever, no hair cat thing.
Yep.
Sphinx? Are they called sphinxes?
Sure, Sphinx. Let's go with it.
It's a sphinx.
Okay.
Those bald cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hairless pets.
Just a bald
ass
pussy.
cat.
Weird.
Yeah. Brazilian sphinx. I don't know.
Yeah, all-
Yeah, the
all
cat got
sphinxed
a
up.
Brazilian.
Right.
And summer.
Yeah.
It's hot.
So,
Yeah.
he comes in as all menacing as like, I have the other half of the thing that you wanted, so you should come on an adventure with me.
And they do Wonder Twin powers activate and put the thing together. And he's like, oh, you're
no
the,
ice chair
you're the king.
or bear rug or anything.
Yeah, Richard Reel is freaking out.
You might remember him from
Yeah.
Office Space.
Yeah. And a billion other things.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
he's the old adventurer now.
Yeah.
He's grandpa.
But I just love how the guy is like, he's like, I've found this. You need to come on the adventure with me. And he's like, nah, I'm old. I got stuff here. And he's like, your museum's shit. Come to Egypt and help me find this thing.
I would just like to point out that in our, granted, I don't know what order we've watched these in.
the wrong order.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter. But our previous 2 adventures into Buddy's universe have netted us 2 Cheers actors.
Yeah.
And now we have the dad from Dennis the Menace and the guy from Office Space. We've just taken a step back in our old guy, hamming it up for a ham sandwich in the Buddies universe thing here.
Yeah, they ran out of Cheers actors.
Yeah. They did not. Rhea Perlman would absolutely come to a Buddies movie if
There
she
were
hasn't
no
already.
women in this movie.
It could have been. It could have been a woman ahead
Wasted
of
all
her
of his
time.
jump to conclusions, or all of his money on jump to conclusions.
I'm just saying, like, given
Broken hungry.
these people, it's just a step back.
I know. It did not hold up the tradition we were hoping for.
Yeah.
Each one, like the House movies, to have a new Cheers actor in them. But
Right.
yeah, but
Yeah.
basically he's just like, you're coming. And he's like, well, can I bring my grandson to this terribly dangerous adventure?
I promised him a camping trip, and he's like, camp in the desert in fabulous Egypt
Yeah.
in
All right.
2012.
That sounds
Because that
great.
seems like a good idea.
Yeah. It's the right climate for
Yeah,
that.
but they're
Climate
going,
and globally speaking.
they go to the Epcot Center version of
Yeah, well, yeah.
Egypt.
They go to the sand experience.
maybe they did film it at the Holy Land Experience.
They could have. They probably do have a room.
It actually
that you
probably for this probably actually right. It probably was the Epcot experience because it was basically like Egypt in the 70s, where it's like pretty cool and
Yeah.
they didn't have it updated or anything.
right.
Like Morocco.
Yeah.
So, like, kid and grandpa say goodbye to parents, and one of them is Lachlan Monroe, really sad in a 2-sentence role.
Yeah.
Well, see, he was probably in some previous Buddies movie. That's my
Maybe
guess. I didn't
we're
look it up.
we're watching these
I don't know.
Benjamin Button style. It's really hard to figure out. He could
Yeah,
be B-Dog all grown up. I don't know, but so
So he's just wandering around the background muttering, I was in Freddy versus Jason.
yes, that's exactly what he's
I
muttering.
was one of those guys.
At this point, the cat reveals it can also talk. That, of course, only animals ever hear these things. But the cat's just like, I'm going to do evil now.
Mm-hmm.
And so their dog, Mudbud,
Mudbud.
is like,
Mudbutt.
I must save the people. And immediately runs out and calls the buddies through his emergency howl.
Mm-hmm.
And they run to the airport.
Lachlan Monroe was in Space Buddies. Not even the same character though. Just
Space. We didn't watch Space Buddies.
no, we did not watch
We watched
Space Buddies.
Super Buddies.
Yeah.
But
So-
he was in Space Buddies as a different character?
Yes.
Weird.
So I don't know why he was there.
I'm going to be very confused when we get to Space Buddies.
No, we
Buddies.
won't because no.
Yeah, it's for Space
Now
Month.
we're going to make it to Space Buddies.
Space September. It's next
For Space
next,
Roll.
Ooh, Space Timber.
next week we're watching Space Buddies.
Spapril.
Spapril.
I will be
Keep your dogs Spapril and
in
neutered.
actual space.
Come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes. They're hopping on a plane, taking the old prop job, all the way to Egypt.
A 1920s plane on a 28-hour flight nonstop from the Pacific Northwest.
It's okay. They traveled by map.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
did.
did.
Yeah. But the dogs get in by smuggling themselves in a box of explosives.
It's a good idea.
I don't know why it was on the plane or anywhere near this movie.
Because
they
the
used it
evil
later.
guy knew that he was going to need to blow things up.
Yeah.
And so they used
Did-
an oversized
did they?
box.
Yeah, they were going to blow up
They were
the
gonna blow up
door
the
to
door.
Yeah.
the tomb.
I must have dozed off.
You probably missed that part. But
You remember
it,
when they
it does come back. It's not
when
as
they
badly
put the
written
coin
as
in
you
the
think.
slot?
You don't remember the coin in the slot?
No.
We'll tell you about
must
it when
have
we
been
get
a
there.
All right.
Stay tuned. It's going to be great.
Okay.
But yeah, they hide in a crate of dynamite.
And C4.
Yes,
Yes.
because the hungry one is
Butterball.
Like, yeah, okay. Is like, hey, cheese. I'm very hungry.
You know, that was Russian C4 because of how it was wrapped.
Yeah, we did learn
yeah,
that.
that's
Foil,
right.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
with the foil. So yeah, he's like, I'm gonna eat this, and they're all like, no, you probably shouldn't do that. And he's just like, no, this is the worst cheese ever.
Yeah.
Nom, nom.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, which I believe
some more of it.
leads to a fart joke and some terrible, not really
CG
racist
fart.
stuff, but kind of just like, I don't know, Middle Eastern dudes running from a possible explosion after driving a truck into the middle of a bazaar.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, they did kind of happen, didn't that?
Yeah, it totally did.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh dear God, this is going to blow. Run.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they land in Egypt. They start doing... The kid is just like, this is the best thing ever. And it's just shitty, terrible, awful, bizarre. And
It's just kind of mildly weird.
yeah, I mean, just... You know,
That
it's a-
kid doesn't know how much better that bazaar is than an actual real
Yeah.
bazaar.
I mean, there's like a table that sells nothing but candlesticks and one that has bling for dogs, and it's really weird niche like
And Tweety Bird t-shirts.
Yes. Oh, we're at the flea market again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey, that's a universal.
The sand flea market is where we're at.
No, it's the Flea Bazaar.
Oh, okay. So they're at the thing, and there's some people with shifty eyes, and there's a little girl kid who's like, "Ooh, a little boy kid. Hi." And he's all like, "Hey, I'm American." She's like, "I'm not."
Yeah, but she's been taught English.
Yeah. But she does the good 10-second, "I don't speak your language."
Mm-hmm.
And then she
gives up on that.
I totally speak your language.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
I was waiting to see if you were going to offer me money first.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And,
So they're kind of friends, I guess.
and there's a monkey in town.
Yeah, it's Bobby.
Yeah.
He steals the kid's compass.
Bobby.
Yeah. Steals the kid's
Damn it,
compass.
Bobby.
And yeah. It's basically the monkey is used whenever they need information.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy who can sneak somewhere and learn everything and give all the exposition.
Yes. Or cut things.
Yes.
The monkey is going to cut a
'Cause
motherfucker.
the monkey is armed with a knife.
Yes, he is.
And he's not afraid to use it
No.
throughout this movie. But yeah, there's a lot of the buddies are running around going, "Hey, we need our owner. Where's our owner? Why can't we find our owner?" Oh, because he doesn't even know we're here.
Yeah. So they make friends with the monkey.
Yeah.
Because the monkey steals something of theirs. They're chasing the monkey. Oh, because one of the dogs is going to get a kebab.
This is also the friendliest bazaar because a girl dog walks over and gets a
A free head thing.
veil thing, yeah.
It's like, oh, you like this? Here, let me give you my most prized possession in my store.
And then and I don't know, dog that likes to eat
Butterball.
Yeah, goes over and gets a kebab.
Yeah.
And
But the monkey's like, yoink.
Yep.
And they corner that monkey.
Oh yeah, they're going to tear that monkey apart.
Yeah. And the monkey's like, hey, no, I'll give you this. You give me your bling there, B-Dog, and then I'll give you back the compass that I stole from your kid owner. And then let's go live in this barn.
Yeah.
So they go there.
Yeah, and B-Dog bitches a lot about having to give up his bling.
Doesn't.
But
it's wonderful.
And they're joined by a camel.
It's all our favorite stuff.
yeah, and then there's the guy's trying to sell a camel.
Yeah. Camel.
Can't sell the camel. Brings the camel in, and we're like, oh yeah, fucking camel. He's gonna be like, hey guys, I'm a camel.
Yeah.
And then that camel opens its mouth and is like, hey everybody, I'm a camel.
It's the character in every kung fu movie you want to kill.
Yeah. But it's basically a 4-year-old girl.
Yeah,
And it's just like, they stole me from my parents.
yeah. It gets dark for a minute. She's
it
like,
does.
I'll never see my family again. I'm being sold into slavery. I'm a camel.
Well, when the dude drops the camel off, he looks at the camel
Is that a
like,
euphemism?
yes, when you go drop off your camel, he looks at it and he's like, you better sell tomorrow or otherwise,
Yeah.
he does the throat slash thing. And I'm like, well, that's dark.
Yeah, he's like, you are going to bleed out, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's worth
knock
more
you
to me
out.
than whatever shillings I could make from selling you. Sixpence, whatever. So
6 pence worth of joy in your demise, camel. But yeah, so they know that, but Cammy of course knows where everyone's going.
the Oasis,
Yeah, because
It's her tribe. It's a tribe thing.
Yeah.
She's like
her people.
Yeah, her people.
her nomadic tribe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
The
in the
Bedouins.
meantime, Grandpa jumped to conclusions, and Daddy Warbucks or whatever that old guy was have figured out. They're going through the map, and they figured out. Oh, well, this symbol is the same thing as this symbol, and oh, look at the Washington Monument in the middle of the square.
Right.
Has that symbol on it.
Let's go touch it.
Yeah, so then they run out and put their medallion into the thing and turn it, which makes the thing start turning at the top to reveal the moon
Yeah.
shining the correct
It
direction.
becomes the staff of Ra. And
Yeah,
the
it's-
headpiece. And
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Yep, except bigger.
That was too short. They're digging in the wrong spot.
They were. But yeah, so that's how they find out, oh, we need to go to this oasis.
Yep. So they go.
And then the monkey has overheard all this because,
That's what monkeys do.
he's in the right place at the right time, and he's also the narrator, so he has to be present for all this. Though that doesn't matter near the end, but,
That's all right.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, everyone's going to the oasis tomorrow, so we got to get the fuck out in the morning.
Yeah.
So the morning comes, and they're like, all right, we're getting the fuck out. Going to the Oasis.
Dude comes to get Camel.
Yeah. And he gets, like, acid blasted in the face by Camel Snot.
Yes, he does. It's full alien blood in the face.
He's like Dennis Nedry. It's like, oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yes, he totally is.
Yeah. And the camel kicks that motherfucker in the chest.
Yes. 4-year-old baby camel.
Yeah.
Camel.
He's like, I'm going to kill you now.
To be fair, how much more awesome would the Ten Commandments have been if Moses had been like, fuck you, Pharaoh?
Yeah.
And then they slowly saunter out of the bazaar.
There's a lot of...
They run for about 40 feet.
Yeah. Not just off camera in
I
the
think the
first
trainer
shot.
wasn't quite up to the task on this one.
No.
Because there's a lot of, like, we're going to take 2 hops, and then we're done
Yeah.
with these dogs.
It's like, this is all I can do, these fucking dogs. These dogs are terrible. But yeah, then it's just buddies walking through the desert.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
That camel was trying to lead them to their deaths.
yep.
Because the camel's like, I'm a camel. I can go wherever I want, and I don't need water because I'm a camel. And the dogs are like, oh, fuck. Milk was such a bad choice. I just want to die now.
Yeah.
And she's like, but the oasis is so close. You guys can make it.
Charlie. Just keep going, Charlie.
Charlie the unicorn leading them through
Yeah.
the desert.
And meanwhile, the monkey has tried to sabotage the Jeep and the truck so that the Daddy Warbucks and the other guys can't get to the oasis, so that they're slowed down so the buddies can keep up with them.
Well, they find the entrance to the thing that they need to find the tomb, which is literally 50 feet away from where they camped for the night.
Because of the sandstorm, right?
No, this was before that. They just camped.
They went to the oasis and then they got there and like,
Oh, right. Okay. You're talking about the well.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, they got to the oasis and like, oh, we
Well,
don't know
the souls.
what the fuck to do.
Yeah. But yeah, they're camping, and then like, go play, Billy. And Billy, Peter's like, the kid's named Peter, and he's just like, I'm gonna go explore. And then Grandpa's like, yeah, great idea, go explore in the desert. So he walks like 30 feet away, and the girl that he met earlier pops out from behind the well, and they're like, hey, and they have a talk, and then they just stumble upon this thing. It's like, oh, this must be where the thing is. So they pop it open and go down, and it's a well. Let's put the key in the thing, and light spews out of it, and they're like, well, that says this and this says that, so therefore it's that way.
Yeah.
Let's go. And that's when the monkey slashes their tires.
I think the Goonies did more detective work than these people did.
Yes.
They're just kind of like, duh.
Yeah.
I don't know, thing. I tripped over it, and that's exactly where we need to be.
Why Daddy Warbucks needed jump to conclusions there is beyond me.
Yeah. It did nothing. He could have stumbled.
Because, I mean, like...
To be fair, he did a little bit more. I mean, the other guy supposedly was famous for being also an archaeologist. I get. They said.
Was he?
Well, I mean, he was like, "You're a famous explorer guy too. Nice to meet you." Originally, but like, I mean, he didn't know anything to do with hieroglyphics. He's like, "What does that mean?"
Yeah.
What does that mean? At
Just
least he
stole
was like
his
kind of
way
there.
to-
It was like, well, that means sun, and that means water. And
He's a grave robber. He's a dirty grave robber,
Yes.
not
Okay.
an archaeologist.
Right.
Those things belong in a museum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, the
you can
buddies,
get rich off of them there.
the buddies are dying.
So he's Belloc.
He is, yeah,
Okay.
kind of. The buddies are dying in the desert, starting to lose their mind.
Yay.
Because Butterball sees a picnic of,
Mirage,
of
yeah.
a pie and a slice of pizza and hot dogs.
Just what you want in the desert.
Hamburgers.
Yeah, and he's just like, I'm going to go roll in food. So he just runs over to it and starts rolling around.
And somebody makes a sandwich joke.
Yeah, because he finally decides to take a bite of the food.
Get
It's
it?
like, bleh. It's like,
Get it? Sand?
yeah,
Because he was eating sand?
Yeah, we-
It's in the word
got-
sandwich.
Now that's what I call a sandwich.
When there was no crawfish, we ate sand.
You ate sand.
We ate sand.
Yeah, so then...
Yeah, and then the camel's just like, you dumb motherfucker! That's not real!
Seriously, I'm perfectly hydrated over here.
I don't get what your problem is.
Is it hot? I couldn't tell.
I walk around in the summertime saying, how about this heat?
So that camel's an asshole.
ASSCA.
God, that camel's such a little bitch.
Yeah.
But the oasis is right there, though.
Yep.
That's the thing, is the one's like, I see it, I see the trees, and the other dog's like, you dumb fuck, it's not over there.
And then they're like,
And then they're
no,
like,
it totally is.
oh,
It's right
wait.
over there. Let's go.
We're all hallucinating the same thing.
Yeah. And
yes, so
camels reunite.
Yeah, but they get there and everyone's gone by then.
Oh,
Well,
right.
except for the Bedouins. They're still there, right?
No, they're further away. Like they have to
Well,
catch up with him.
Yeah, they all drove off.
Oh, that's right. That because they have to take a dive in the well and stuff first.
Yeah.
So they get rehydrated.
Right.
At
Because
least.
they're just like, well, 4 of them do. 4 of the buddies jump right in. The other one, like the dog didn't want to do it, and so they dub it.
B-Dog needed his swimmies.
Yeah.
he
So
go
they
in the
dub in
water.
that dog saying, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Runs off. But okay, so the buddies are alive again.
Okay.
Yeah.
They've had water. And then they make it over to the
Yeah, that's when they find the family.
caravan.
And yeah. And
Camels
luckily
are
we can-
reunited, and
Yeah.
then they have a celebration.
Yeah, and the mom's like, "Oh, you have brought my daughter back. I never thought I'd see her again." And
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm back. Isn't this great?"
No,
and the
no.
mom's like,
I thought I'd never see her again.
the mom's like,
Did you sense relief in my voice?
Take her away.
"Selling you paid for all this. Don't you understand, Cammy?"
Yeah.
I had to get my lashes done.
But yeah, so
I
then,
walked a mile from that camel.
yeah, so but they get a dog feast. Butterball gets to eat some cooked scarabs.
He likes them.
Yeah,
Tastes like chicken.
yes,
Crunchy chicken.
crunchy and they taste like chicken.
Yep. And there's a band. There's fire twirlers, and it just all of a sudden it just turns into
Is there
just
somebody charming a snake
yeah.
too?
Well, no, that was in the bazaar
Okay.
because Buddha's just totally like, hey, that they're mesmerizing that snake with stuff.
Man.
And
How bizarre. How
Buddha,
bizarre.
Buddha's kind of a douche.
I have good points for you.
I don't like B-Dog, but I kind of don't like Buddha even more.
I kind of don't like it. So, not hurting my feelings.
At least Buddha's calm.
Uh-huh.
At least that dog is
Yeah.
just like, hey,
Yeah.
why don't we all just settle down?
Let's think about this. Let's run this through.
You want to rate the buddies?
No, I'm just saying. Okay,
Rank your favorite buddies, 1 to 5. Go.
any
That's gonna be
person,
on BuzzFeed tomorrow.
any person of any race, color, creed, or speaking voice can be a Buddhist and spout out the Buddhist things. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make it racist. What B-Dog's doing is a little offensive to anybody.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's yeah.
yeah.
It's terrible.
It's
It's painful.
yeah. I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, fine.
All right.
We will agree with you.
I mean, they're all terrible in their own ways. I'm not trying to defend any one buddy or the other. I'm just saying
No,
that
pick a side.
B-Dog is the worst. I
right.
think it's unequivocal.
Okay. Buddha's pretty bad.
Fair enough.
But anyway.
everyone has their least favorites.
But yeah, they've all gotten together. The camels are reunited, and they're like, "Well, our people still aren't here."
Yep.
Like Pete and Grandpa jumped to conclusions. They're not here.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that the monkey shows up and it's just like, I slashed their tires. Let's go get them.
yeah, pretty much.
And they're heading that way when the
Yeah,
sandstorm
he's like,
comes.
"I know where they're going."
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
because this monkey has like teleportation abilities or something. I don't know.
He gets around.
Yeah, he's able to run through the desert faster than a camel and a bunch of dying dogs.
Yeah.
Yay, dead dogs. I mean, no.
But
boo.
Wait, what? No,
Dude.
these dead
dude.
dogs. These dogs
Wait,
dead.
what?
No.
No.
The monkey isn't actually there. He's the naked Indian from the Doors.
Oh, okay.
He's just there, like leading them when it's needed.
I see. But so he says, "I know where they're going. Hey, these fuckers have a balloon." And they're
I
like,
want you, wait, no, I want you to say that again.
"Hey, I know where they're going, and these fuckers have a balloon."
Oh,
All right.
the balloon wins.
Yes.
Yeah. And then so he's like, "All right,
Bet your
everybody
loon."
pile in the goddamn balloon."
Yeah.
How did
that's
the
all.
Bedouins get a? Let me tell you something about this balloon. Also,
Yeah.
it is outfitted with a camera, with
Yeah.
a wireless camera.
Yeah.
So the Bedouins also have a tough book.
They
Yeah.
do.
It's strange.
Well, that is explained later. By the end of the movie, I did
yes,
pay attention.
sure.
to it.
Fine.
But I think scientifically, how does a hot air balloon work in the desert?
Well, there's a bunch of hot air in
It's
the.
all hot air.
Yeah.
But there's hot air enough.
Hotter air.
No, you just got hot air to put in the balloon
Yeah.
so that it rises. That's just how it
Oh,
works.
Sure.
You just
Okay.
scoop some of the hot air.
Yeah.
out.
So like,
Tuck it in.
I
Scoop it
could
into the-
blow up any balloon and it'll rise like it's helium. Just 'cause
Well,
there's hot
no,
air.
In the
because
desert,
your
yeah.
your air isn't desert hot. You just scoop the
You got to
desert
blow it
air.
out into the.
Oh.
Yeah, you just open up the thing and scoop up the air,
Yeah,
and then
scoop
you
up the
tie
hot
it,
air.
and then
Okay.
the balloon floats
All right.
away.
Hey, the more you know.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't
Science.
you don't see? This is why you never made it in ballooning.
Yes.
Ballooning.
Yeah, but it is worth it for the shot of all the buddies jumping into the
Yes.
into the the basket.
Yep.
And just landing on each other.
Not having room to straighten out, so it's
Yeah.
just like 5 dog asses
Yeah, just-
and a monkey like
They just
what?
dogpile all over each other.
Yes.
So yeah, they take off, and the monkey's like, "Cause I'm gonna start cutting shit."
Yeah. And then like they're looking at the webcam, the monkey's like screw you, balloon owner.
Yeah.
We took your balloon.
Ballooner.
But yeah,
And they
so
just
they
say-
and then they spot him.
Yeah. They're like, there they are.
Yeah, and at this point, the bad guy, Daddy Warbucks, has revealed that hey, once we get there, I'm getting rid of this old guy and his brat ass grandson.
They're camped for the night. The 2 tents are literally 5 feet away from
Yep.
one
And
another.
they're very nervous.
Yes. And so they're revealing their evil plan. Like, just like, dude is just getting a massage from the 2 lackeys that he has, and he's just like, so when we kill them and take all their treasure, we'll be pure evil and all these things. And it's just like the kid's standing right there, and he does
Yeah.
the comic like trip over something behind him, and
Yeah.
just like, get him. And then it becomes, we're evil. You will do our bidding.
But yeah, so the buddies finally spot them, which they've stopped because their tires were slashed by that goddamn monkey, and then
That monkey is gleefully slashing tires,
Oh,
too.
he's so
Oh, yeah.
happy.
well, that monkey just loves having a knife.
Yeah.
If
There's
you were a
lot-
monkey, wouldn't you love
Think
having
of
a
how
knife
many
too?
shots there are of that monkey stabbing that knife into something.
The scary
A
thing
lot.
is that not only could the monkey use the knife, but someone actually trained it to stab.
Yeah.
Like really stab, like not just a comic like thing, but just like really just like jab it into something and
Yeah.
tear it. That's a little frightening to me.
Also, they trained that monkey to pull the knife out of its sheath and then put it back.
Yeah.
Without cutting itself.
Yeah. And to do
That-
the pirate thing to put it in its mouth so it
Yeah.
could climb shit.
That is a scary fucking monkey.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Like,
have done that.
That monkey should probably be locked in a box
Yeah.
currently.
When that monkey turns of age, it's going to stab you. When it goes
That's how
face
it-
ripping crazy.
That's how it becomes a man monkey.
Yeah, it won't have to rip your face off.
Playing the
It's-
part of Babby is Caesar.
Yes.
Yes.
They'll write articles about what went wrong with this monkey.
Right.
He had such a promising future. Mm-hmm. Who trained him? to
James
stab?
Franco.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway,
James.
yeah, he climbs up on the side of the balloon and he's like, "Hey, I know how to get this balloon down." Because they're like, "Hey, you know how to get it up? How do we get it down?" And he's like, well,
I got a knife.
all right, I got an idea. I'm gonna stab the shit out of this balloon."
Yep.
So yes, he stabs the balloon and it goes down slowly and then picks up steam. And then they cut to a shot of somebody just chucking the basket on a hillside or on a dune,
Yeah.
and just watching that shit bounce down.
Yep. Over and over and,
And
over.
then cut to dogs looking dead in the sand, half buried.
Yes.
And then finally one of them shakes its head. It's like, "Oh God, goddamn monkey!"
Stupid Babby.
Yeah, fucking babby.
Thanks for always getting us killed. But he's like, hey, no problem. I do thing. And
Yep.
here we are. Now let's go
And there
do
they
other
are.
thing.
Yeah, and then this is good timing because, oh, holy shit, the mummy sandstorm is coming at us.
Yeah.
But they happen to see the little tiny entrance to the pyramid. That's just in the
It's
side
just
of the
exposed.
dune.
Yeah, this is just,
So like, all right, well, let's go inside and do that.
yep.
So
So they do.
they get inside. Meanwhile, the grandfather and the kid and Daddy Warbucks are outside, and they're just like, "Oh shit, sandstorm, man. We better." And so they get stuck in the Jeep or in the big truck, which gets buried in the sand.
Yep.
But
They die.
but I love that the guy just watches the storm coming. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
While
While holding his cat.
It's more further proof that he has no real world experience.
No, none.
Yeah.
Just
with
sandstorm.
treasure hunting.
That's nothing.
and apparently no self-preservation instinct either.
No. He
But-
waits until he's getting just sandblasted in
Yeah.
the face before he's like, I better go get in this car. Which, for some reason, they opened the door and let him in. I guess it's because it's a
they
Disney
had their
movie,
out,
but
man.
Yeah, they should just let that guy die.
Yeah.
So the
Let
buddies
the
are...
sand flay the
Yeah.
skin from his bones.
In front of Peter.
Yes. Life lesson, Peter. Watch this.
This is what happens when you cross Grandpa, Peter.
I
What happens when you find a stranger
Daddy
in the
Warbucks
Alps.
is pounding on the door.
As he just becomes a skeleton.
Do you see, Peter? Do you see? You wondered what happened to your grandma? She crossed me.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yep.
the buddies are in the tomb,
Yeah.
and
so
there's
they're
a
in
big
there.
there's a big like snake entrance there, and they're like, "Oh, how do we get in here?" And then Snake slithers.
Oh, you
up
mean
to them.
Ryan Stiles?
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan Stiles as Snake.
It's the voice of Slither.
Slither the Snake.
From whose line is it?
Yes.
They should have gotten the guy who did the voice of Sir Hiss.
Yeah, or Cobra Commander. I mean, it's just anyone. But I guess if you got Ryan Stiles hanging out on set, you're like, well, you should do something. So he just, it's like, hey, I'm going to hypnotize you, and you're going to hypnotize me, and whoever wins, you get to go. You
Buddies,
you
buddies,
two shall
buddies.
pass.
But the
you
way this
see
happened-
something? She's in, just hypnotize me.
Buddha decides he's going to hypnotize him,
Yeah.
but he goes, "Hey, remember the bazaar? B-Dog, you need to give me a beat."
Lay down some beats.
So B-Dog starts beatboxing.
Yep.
Is that what he's doing?
He's
guess
making noises.
He's bee boxing.
I
Buddy
guess.
boxing?
I don't know, but yeah.
He lays down a
noise.
He hypnotizes the fucking snake.
It's kind of like that if you told someone who'd never heard it what you do and said, just do that.
Yeah.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Like the director was just like, beatboxing. It's,
Yeah. Come on, you
Just
stupid
do that.
6-year-old. Do it.
Okay.
Watch this YouTube video. How to beatbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
either way,
the snake's like, "Oh, you were the king. So please,
yeah, you're a descendant of who the fuck ever.
yeah, just you're the best, and I'll be here if you need me."
Because have we mentioned where they are?
Egypt.
No, like specifically Cleopatra's tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cleopatra.
Okay.
They're in Cleopatra's tomb.
Yeah. Because here it is,
Yep.
and now it's let's do all the trials that one would have to do.
Yeah.
All the last crusade
Quicksand
bullshit.
to get through.
There was a flashback thing earlier that the reason they need this stupid necklace is because obviously back in Egypt, ancient Egyptian times, cats ruled everything, and Cat pissed off Cleopatra, and so she used her magical necklace and said, "No, dogs are man's best friend, and fuck you, cats,
Yep.
forever."
Totally happened.
So they need this necklace
Yes.
because
To stop the cats.
Because the evil hairless cat wants it to
Right.
reverse
But
everything.
Daddy Warbucks wants it. The cat. He doesn't know the cat wants it.
Right. The cat.
I
Is the
can't believe I
actual
just said
evil.
that.
The cat is the actual
cat
evil.
wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat's the bad guy.
Yeah. So they do a bunch of Indiana Jones bullshit.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
The,
dun,
the
the
dun.
man
one
will
beats
pass
quicksand by rolling over it over and over.
That's a good time.
It's so cute.
kinda-
It's pretty adorable.
yeah.
The worst though is like, why does Girl Dog have any idea which steps to step on? That's one of those stupid like.
Because she watched the kids playing the game.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how she understood symbols or anything like that, but they also understood that explosives were explosives. So,
They're smart
you
when
know.
they need to be,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not not in the
When
moment.
the script calls for it.
I didn't catch that. I just thought she was
Yeah.
just like, "Oh, look, a thing. I'm going to
Yeah.
jump on."
She said
just
it's
right.
like the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How she would understand how the game was played or anything is beyond me. But yeah.
Yeah.
They have moments.
So yeah, one of them almost died. B-Dog almost dies. We
B-Dog
were
is the
almost
one-
free of B-Dog.
B-Dog is constantly just charging in with
Looking to
reckless
die.
abandon, just like I'm going for it, guys. Here I go, and then he falls into a pit or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep saving him, unfortunately. But
Yeah. But yeah, so he does not get eaten by snakes. They get locked in a room where beetles start coming out of the walls, and B-Dog or Butterball eats one of them.
that's when they all start coming out, and there's
Yeah,
a button on the floor, and they just hit that.
Yeah, and they all slide down a thing, and
They do a Goonie slide
Yep.
through stuff, and
then magically they're in the tomb.
Because we didn't mention they're being chased by cat things, like statues that came to life.
not
We
yet.
didn't mention it because it hasn't happened yet.
I thought that the beetle room. They left the two. They left
No.
two of the.
Later, they go back.
They go
'Cause they
back.
go
They
back
go
through
back.
all the
Oh,
rooms with
okay,
all the
right,
traps.
They go back to
so
Abbey
that the
Road.
cats can get killed off screen by them,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because they get there and they're like, all right, we're in the big tomb area, and there's all sorts of cat statues and a big cat sarcophagus. And
And one of them says, "This must be
Sarcophagus.
Cleopatra's tomb." It's like, really?
Yeah,
You mean with all the cat shit everywhere?
there was a
Cats.
ton of cat shit.
Yeah.
The whole thing was a litter box.
Ah.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No clumping.
But yeah, and B-Dog, of course, takes the necklace and puts it on because he needs bling back.
Yes. And he
Which-
turns into a cat.
Begins a sequence of him turning into a cat and saying, "Oh no, I'm turning into a cat, meow. I'm not turning into a cat, meow."
Right, meow?
And them going, "Hey, B-Dog,
You're a cat.
why are you acting like a cat?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm no pussy, meow."
Doesn't say that.
Yeah.
That line is not in the movie.
No, he said, "Are you calling me a pussy?"
Nope.
No.
No, you imagine that.
Oh.
No one says that.
Oh. But anyway, he's turning into a cat.
Sure.
Because they
Whatever.
CG his eyes and his hair gets all like mangy.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like they don't have much regard for cat.
no. This movie hates
Fur in
cats.
this-
quite
yeah,
frankly. Cats
clearly.
are pure
Well,
evil.
because it's the fucking buddies.
I know,
Down
but
with cats,
Yeah,
up with
choose
dogs.
a side, man.
just be able to live with cats.
No.
Okay.
Never.
then. All right.
Cats were in fact banished from being cool
Oh.
in the
Because of the
buddies
buddies?
universe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the lore.
Yeah.
Cleopatra fucked him
Gross.
Metaphorically.
over. Fucked him over.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Jeez, Chuck.
Sorry.
It's gross.
Sorry.
But yeah, so of course this gets the evil hairless Mr. Bigglesworth shows up and is like, "Hey, fuck you, dogs.
Yep.
That's mine. Give it to me."
Yep.
And they're like, "Nah, fuck you, cat." And then
They'll
there's
run
5
off.
of us, one of you, and she goes, "No, there's not." And all the statues come to life, and they start getting chased by poorly CG'd cat statues.
Yep. So they split up
Yeah, they let some of them fall into the snakes.
and murder all of the cat statues.
Yeah, they leave some of them to get consumed by beetles.
Yeah.
They have the snake says he's going to have them for supper.
Yes. And the others fall into quicksand.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they
They're
kill
the
them.
only ones you see die on screen because you see their little faces sink under the sand.
Yeah, but some
They
people
even
die.
like tilt their heads up, like, "Oh my god, we can't breathe."
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the people have actually entered the tomb at this point too, and are going through all the trials and stuff. But
Yeah.
they're forcing the helper dudes to cross the game board, and they're falling through to their death.
Yeah, that one guy flat out dies.
Yeah,
He gets dropped in the snake pit.
yes, he's dead in a Buddies movie.
Yeah.
A human being dies.
Yeah, and nobody acknowledges it.
They're just like, well, he.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Grandpa's just like, "Hey, Pete, jump on what I tell you to jump on." So
Yeah.
he gets by, but
Yeah.
yeah, they make it to the tomb. Eventually, the buddies get back because eventually B-Dog chucks off the necklace because he sees a mirror and realizes, "Fuck, I'm a cat." And that's when Mr. Bigglesworth comes and steals the thing,
Yep.
and I guess gets the power of being
Cat.
Super Cat
Yeah.
or whatever.
Sure.
He
Doesn't it
does he
just
really
freeze
get
him into
any,
a statue?
He doesn't really get any
Yeah.
powers. Like,
Well, he takes it back to the tomb and is just like, Cleopatra, give me all your special sauce, and I will be
and-
ruler.
Yeah, and make sure that all the dogs are banished
Yeah.
and that cats are the best.
And so the cat tomb statue eyes light up, and then immediately the cat is just turned into like a statue. Mm-hmm. And they explain later that there was a safety precaution that something would happen like this, so they
there's a check valve on that
they programmed this thing for the cat to not survive.
to make sure that cats couldn't get greedy with power
Yeah.
and
So
fuck things up.
great.
yeah, we didn't know that.
Hooray! Everyone
No.
wins.
But yeah, but this also opens the gold loot chest behind the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, just not even neatly organized, dude. Just like someone just dumped every prop piece of gold they could find into a room and then
Yeah.
quickly shut the door like the closet with all the toys and shit in it. Just shut that in there.
Don't open it too quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they open it up, and the old guys are like, "Holy shit! Look at all that gold!"
Not
And-
really. His his
Oh, yeah,
his
he's like,
reaction
"Good-
is
goodness
Oh my
gracious."
goodness. Oh my.
oh my,
Look at all the
gold.
shiny things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, he's like, "I can't let you take all this," and Daddy Warbucks is like, "Well, why the fuck not? Check out, the staff I've been carrying around?
Guess what?
Got a fucking sword in it."
I was waiting the whole fucking movie. I'm like, when is
Yep.
he going to pull the sword out of
Yeah.
that fucking cane?
Yeah. He's like, I'm
Because he didn't have a limp.
1920s
He's just
Yeah, I
running
know.
around with it in his hand.
Yeah, but he's like, I'm 1920s fencing champion of Earlguard the Grey or some bullshit. But it's just like, okay, old man.
Yeah.
And then you
And
get
Richard
two
Brill jumps to
80-year-old
the
dudes.
conclusion
Yeah.
that he can grab a gold sword and
Yes.
cut him up.
Yes, a gold sword. Very, very effective weapon.
Yeah. I just love that they'll be like swinging old man sword hits, and then all of a sudden they'll cut to a long shot where there's two stuntmen just like wailing away and
just
jumping
going
around
ham.
and doing
Yeah.
spins, and then they cut back and it's like Richard Reel going, I'm gonna hit you.
Give me, man.
Hold on.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually the kid hits the man over the head with a
Platter.
with a big gold platter.
Yeah. Makes a good
And
bong.
then Richard Reel cuts his fucking head off.
No.
Yes.
No.
No?
But he's like ready to just if
Oh,
that
yeah,
didn't knock him
he's
down, he was gonna punch his lights
Yeah,
out.
he's like, don't you get up.
You stay down.
Yeah.
He does get up though.
But then he gets up and he runs out with something. Like he gets through all the traps, gets outside, and
He
that's
stole the
when-
necklace.
Yeah,
He's like, that's mine now because the cat turned into a statue.
yeah. But either way, he gets outside,
Yeah. And that's
and that's when it's revealed that the leader of the tribe is actually the Egyptian Secret Service agent who's been waiting to catch this guy. Even though he's had plenty of opportunities, I guess he had to wait for him to commit a crime to actually steal something. Was that his plan?
I guess I don't
Instead
know.
of just preventing it.
don't know how it works in that country.
They didn't. My theory,
Go on.
fan theory here, is
Yes.
that he just didn't know where that tomb was, so they needed to find it.
Right.
And then he was just a little bit slow getting,
Yeah.
you know.
Because
Okay.
they are at the end like, thanks for finding all the treasures. We appreciate that. We'll
Yeah.
be totally putting that into our government coffers.
Yeah, and this is the point where
And using it to oppress people in a couple of years.
Right.
Thanks, buds.
Thanks,
old
Billy.
man who was closing the museum that is his life's work because
Yeah.
he can't afford to keep it.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we owe you a reward. And he's like, no, finding the treasure was its own reward. And it's like, no, you dumb fuck.
Always
Keeping
reminds
your
me.
museum open is the treasure.
Right.
Always reminds me of the end of Three Amigos. It's
Yeah.
But yeah.
But then he's like, well, I guess maybe one thing you could do. Give me the most valuable treasure of all so I can take it back to my shitty town for the buddies to look at whenever they want.
well, that was just the unveiling.
yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah. So they take it back to the shitty town, and it's like, hey, we got a new exhibit, and I'm going to live forever in this shitty museum. Stay open forever. And,
All the exhibits will come to life at night.
yeah. Yeah. that'd be
Buddies
great.
don't get put to sleep
No.
because we can afford to keep them.
Yes, we can keep the
Yay.
buddies.
Yep.
The city council is still alive.
Yes.
Raw blesses everyone.
Yep. So
And they're all there. Like, the Egyptian Secret Service guy's there. It's like, we're here to celebrate.
yeah, the little
girl, she's there.
nomadic girl is
Yeah.
there. It's like, how did you get sent to the U.S.?
I don't know.
doesn't work
Diplomatic
this way.
community.
Yeah. She kills a guy, shoots him in the head.
Yeah.
She's actually part of the Secret Service too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so she was
recruit
a
them young.
plant.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But this, Grandpa's like, boy, I hope we can protect this $1 billion item we've got in our dip water town, And the Egyptian guy's like, we got you covered. Earl, hit the button, and then
Fucking lasers.
yeah,
He's like, no man.
laser
Yeah, and of course the way the guy phrased it goes, no man could ever
Yes.
get through this.
and they just walk out of the room going, ha ha ha, ha, that's right.
Yeah.
And then monkey,
Babby, of course, pops up.
yeah, and then
It's
he
like,
reveals
yeah,
to his cousin.
motherfucker.
Well, the cousin's like,
Because they've been cutting back to Babby throughout
Yeah.
the whole thing, and he's been like, and I sword fought him, and
Yeah.
he's been taking credit for everything that everyone else
and
has done.
Babu's
Of
like,
course,
nah,
he's like, nah, you're full of shit.
yeah. And so when the story ends, he's
I'm
like,
going back to Monkey Organ Grinder
yeah,
College.
this is a bunch of bullshit. I don't want to be here. I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And then Babby's like, would this change your mind? It's like, I've got the priceless cat thing, and now the old man is going to lose his museum again.
Yeah.
Ha ha! The end.
I feel good.
Little
story.
circle wipe.
Yeah.
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 And
Buddies.
then roll credits
Yes. Buddies.
on all these buddies.
All dim buddies.
The end.
Yo.
No Stargrove.
Nope.
No,
No.
very much like, hey, make this sound like Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
but not enough that we can get sued
Right.
because we don't own
Legally
Lucasfilm
distinct.
yet.
Yeah. Change
So-
enough notes.
Yeah, we don't own Lucasfilm yet,
Yeah.
so change it enough.
Oh, can you imagine?
They could go back and just now
Dub
they
that
could
shit
just go
over,
back
yeah.
and just turn on
'Cause
the
there
Indiana
is
Jones
one
switch.
cue that is very
Oh, yeah.
much.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
like
wait, do they
dun,
own
dun,
Indiana
dun,
Jones, too?
dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Disney owns Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they
Yeah.
just bought Star Wars.
No, they bought
Yeah,
Oh,
Indiana
look,
Jones is a
everything-
Disney princess
Lucas-
now.
Everything
Okay.
Lucasfilm.
Yep.
All right.
All theirs.
Okay.
Ratings.
3 bags.
Oh.
Such a hater.
I
Such a hater.
I didn't hate it enough to go any lower, but yeah, it's
Well, okay, good.
That is obvious.
I just, I don't know. I'm kind of done with the buddies. I hope we're done with the buddies.
Nope.
Please be done with the buddies. I don't know. I can't even
You just-
justify it. I just like I'm over the buddies. Like the first one wasn't awful, and the second one kind of was, and so was this. So
Well,
that's my review of
all
the
right.
series.
Insightful commentary.
Yeah,
on the buddies.
Hey,
make a
look how
YouTube
much
video.
time we've already wasted in our
Hey,
lives.
we
on
got to
the buddies.
produce content every week. We got to
that's-
get this shit out.
That's it. That's all I got.
People love us talking about buddies.
Yeah,
man.
I love the buddies.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Two jocks. I had fun with the buddies. We had a lot of fun watching this, making fun of it.
Yeah, we did.
Harlow was the only one who didn't seem in the spirit of of making fun of everything, but I don't know. It was. I mean, yes, it's clearly aimed at children. There are huge racial issues with how certain people are presented, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just dumb enough that I could enjoy it. And it ripped off all the things I wanted it to rip off. And it had that monkey. It had plenty monkey.
Man, it had so much
it
monkey.
had so
It did,
much
yeah.
monkey.
It did all the things that you could want that monkey to do.
Yeah. Two jocks.
I think it was actually for...
4 jocks?
No. I think for a Buddies movie.
Oh, okay.
It was actually the racial overtones were dialed back quite a bit. Because B-Dog was not nearly as terribly represented as he was in some of the other Buddies movies. But I will agree with Mackie that it was approximately 2 jocks. It was enjoyable. Like I'm not going to run out and watch it again anytime soon. But if somebody says, "Let's watch Treasure Buddies," while we're drinking beers or something, like that's fine. It's
Replace beers with hemlock, and I'm in.
that's
man.
fine. That's
Buddies.
Buddies.
you do you. I'll do me
I
over here.
understand.
Buddies,
It's all right.
Yeah,
It's not the worst thing I've seen.
Nah,
that's right. It's
buddies.
It's not. I also agree. It's 2 jocks. It's kind of the least of the 3 Buddies movies we've watched, I think.
No, Santa Buddies way worse.
I like Santa Buddies. I
you're
was the lone holdout on that, but this one, I don't know. This one is like super focused on its plot. It's just like we got to do plot stuff, and it's like no, I want dogs running around being idiots. Just big clumsy puppies running around, not doing exactly what they're told to do. I wanted more of that, and while this movie sort of did make up for it with the monkey doing all the things that the monkey did, I don't know. It just seemed super focused on a lot of plot stuff, and that was just a waste of time for me. But 2 jocks, it has levels of enjoyment on purpose, and then levels of enjoyment that we gave it ourselves. And I think there's something special about a movie that we can all have a good time with, and it's not just me laughing at while the 3 of you wish I was dead. So
Only Harlow
Here's
wished
one
you
of
dead.
us. I mean,
well, I know, but usually it's me
Fine.
laughing maniacally the whole movie, and you guys are just like, I just fucking kill you.
Yeah, I was never angry enough to be like, fuck this thing.
Yeah, no, it was fine.
I was very disappointed in baby-voiced Camel, though.
That hurt. Yeah, that was we wanted. I'm a camel.
I'm a camel. Let's go somewhere.
Or like Joe Camel, what's going on?
Yeah.
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 Want some cigarettes?
No.
How about some cancer?
Like a gravelly camel.
Yeah. Robert Loggia.
Robert Loggia as the camel. Yes. Where the fuck you want to go, buddies?
I would revise my rating, perhaps.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe if we can get.
Look, we'll just get a redub, man.
we can
Drink
totally-
your orange juice.
Have him say all the same lines, but get Robert Loggia to deliver all.
All right, I will do that. I
I'm
will do
looking for my mother. They took me away from her.
I'd be willing to record that
Yeah.
myself.
Okay. We'll work
Robert.
on that project. The Robert Loggia project.
Loggia
Yep.
dubs.
Loggia
right.
buddies.
So is it break time?
Yes,
I think so.
please.
So much anger.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Sorry.
Yo, dog, why you gotta be all against the buddies?
So you've got a movie?
I do.
Do you have any? One? How about you?
No, I don't think so. Nothing worth talking
Okay. Because we got emails.
All right.
I like emails.
Yeah. We'll try and get through them quick.
Okay.
I got a movie review and like a really quick follow-up thing. Just to mention.
That sounds good.
A quick follow-up thing.
buddies.
There were 0 people in it. It's so weird. I don't think we've never had any like viewers. There hasn't been one person pop in.
No, people have been watching.
Have they?
Yeah, it's been chatting.
Where?
Weird.
Like there's been chat all over the place.
Are you serious?
Refresh.
Yeah. What? Okay. What the hell? Like this thing.
It just didn't refresh. It
No,
does that sometimes.
No, like this almost always tells me how many viewers are, and I was just assuming it like. Well, never mind. Okay. So bizarre. I didn't get the like automatic comment refresh, and like this says 0, and usually that's the one that's actually right. Like,
Right.
I don't expect that to be right. Okay. Well, sorry.
Our stats are messed up. Bad stats.
They probably broke that plug-in. That was one of the things.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Hey guys.
Hey, buddies.
Hey. Buddies.
Hey, buddies.
Buddy.
Get some more water.
Water.
Orange Tic Tac flavor is good.
Yeah.
You have to treat it like candy, not a pretzel.
Right. I think we have chomps on the shelf.
Ciao.
And super buddies.
Chomps. Chomps. Chomps.
Chomps. Chomps for the lols.
I bet they have camels that talk like camels in that movie.
And
Named
Homps.
Chomps.
Homps. Homps.
Chomps.
Good times. Oh yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Make podcast go.
We have been.
Make podcast go.
That has
We have
been the
making it go.
it's been the goal. So what level's your Diablo character now?
Over 70.
Okay. So you've maxed out a character already.
Sort of, because they now have extra bonus sort of levels. After you hit 70 and you keep playing that character, you get what's called Paragon levels, which are like levels beyond 70. And what's cool about that, though,
Do they have renegade levels beyond that?
no. Paragon levels you can carry over to other characters you create, even brand new ones. So you can get bonuses on your brand spanking new characters.
I see.
So
it's worth it.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I kind of really fucking love that game.
I can tell.
Yeah.
I would play it if I had the extra $43 to get it, to add on to the $17 of credit on my account. But I don't. So,
Yeah.
Jen has already said, I will get you no movies or video games for your birthday. So give me suggestions. And I'm like, movies and video games?
Why would she say that?
I don't know, because she's
Well,
like,
you have to
doesn't-
present a worse alternative. You'd be like, I want a stack of porn then. And she'll be like, what video game would you like?
Yeah. Yeah. Ask for something despicable.
pinball machine.
Yeah. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, be like, I want a whitewater pinball
Yeah.
machine. So what video games may I acquire for you?
My situation is so I just go, I have an Amazon wish list.
That's what I said. She's like, don't tell me what's on your wish list, like on your Amazon wish list. Just
Don't tell me your wishes.
Yeah, and it's like,
Don't tell me what you want.
yeah, and I've already thrown out half my clothes because I moved into her closet. So
Are these the married woes?
Yeah, well, I have to figure out what to tell her. Tell her what I want for my birthday, and
A closet.
yeah, and I'm like, I have an Amazon wish list. Buy some shit on there. She's like, no, I'm not getting you anything off of that. I'm like, well,
Don't you hate that? Like,
Yeah.
this is my birthday.
yeah,
list.
and
Use
then
it.
I'm like, you know what? Then
I don't want to feel uninventive.
No,
Yeah.
I would really love these things.
Yeah.
If these things were in
Yeah.
front of me right now, I would
Yeah.
love you to death. I would be like, "You're the best."
I think it's more
I have these things now.
she doesn't want me taking over the TV with more video games, and
Ask for a TV then.
Ask
Yeah.
yeah, TV.
There you go. Let's see if you can build another room on
I don't
the
know.
house.
You need an underground bunker.
Yeah.
For your closet and
Yes. I need a room to put all my clothes and movies and video games. All the things you will not allow me to have.
yeah.
Clothes.
do you have another bathroom? Maybe you can like convert that into like a secret room.
Okay, seriously, YouTube. Oops, remove the HTML tags and try again.
Hey, that too.
Half the comments in the comment section have weird HTML tags on them.
The
It's
ampersand
so
and BSP.
fucking
Yeah.
broken.
It's Google probably throwing a fit because they didn't get to buy Twitch. They're just
What
like,
was the
fuck
deal
it,
with
break
that? Was
everything.
that just up for bids? And
No, they were going to do it until the last minute, but they were like, if we get sued for antitrust, we're fucked. Because if they own YouTube and Twitch, someone could come along and go, well, they own like all the streaming options. And if they
Yeah.
get sued, we're like...
was that really the thing,
Yeah.
or is that just
yeah.
speculation?
Well, no, that was the thing they said. One, they were worried about the repercussions of that. And two, they wanted... Twitch wanted a deal so that if it did come up, Twitch would get a bunch of cash as a payoff and then become their own thing again. And Google was like, nah, we're not going to give you that much money.
Mm-hmm.
So Amazon was like, we'll take you.
I'm very interested. Like, Amazon has a shitload of distributed computing power. So that can. It sounds like it can be a really good thing for Twitch. It's not a company that's going to Google it up with the YouTube integration and the content aware.
Yeah. It just sounds like now it's going to be even tougher to get a Twitch video onto YouTube.
Why? Do you,
Probably. But
Yeah.
there will probably still be an option to like download MP4 to your desktop. Then will it be direct? Like upload this to YouTube from here? Probably not.
Yeah.
But like
I don't know,
Twitch has
though.
already
I
said
mean-
they're not keeping things anymore. It's just going to be
Yeah.
streaming, and then you like keep it for like 3 weeks, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
So
So yeah.
so they're going to have to give you an option.
I'll
to-
be doing
to
my shit on
archive it.
YouTube anyway. Then
Yeah.
I'll probably just record a bunch and then post them in chunks.
Yeah, chunks.
well, I mean, you can with like Elgato, you can you can stream and capture
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can use Elgato to.
You'll have a backup, like we did. Doing Rock Band.
That was a good time.
It was a good time.
That was 7 hours of good time.
It was a lot of rock banding.
Rock Band's one of the few things I wish we had video of us doing it though.
Yeah.
Like that's one where I'm like, I want to see somebody playing along with what's on the screen.
Well, we were lucky to get the streaming that we got.
Yeah.
If we'd
And that was my-
thought it out a little further, we could have set up a camera.
yeah, and that
but
was my old house with my terrible internet there.
your internet was okay. It was your
No.
power that was weird because we like plugged in one thing
Oh,
and
yeah,
it
'cause
blew
it was-
out the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, good time.
Old house, man.
Old
Good
house.
Good times. So does anybody else have any movies besides me?
I have one. He has one.
How new?
No, I don't have anything.
No, I have one.
How new?
2004.
Okay, so I guess mine
I saw Into the
fairly
Storm, but I
Oh,
talked
that's
about
right.
that.
Yeah. Mine's gonna take 15 seconds.
new. Okay, well I have a proper ass sort of review and then a very quick follow up.
That sounds great.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. All right, welcome back.
Hey,
Hey.
BMFcast, second half.
Second half of the
You know what the
casting time.
best thing about the second half is?
We talk more.
It is the beginning of no more dog movies for a while.
But we liked the dog movie we just watched.
Yeah,
Some of us did. But yeah, we're gonna watch Explosions.
Yes, Explosions
Oh, man.
the movie.
Shit's gonna explode next movie.
Explosions of dogs.
Yeah.
What?
No, I mean
No.
yeah.
But let's talk about other movies that we saw, not with dogs.
Okay. I have a little bit of a cautionary tale. Probably not necessarily needed if you look at any other kind of reviews. I just found that in looking at the Rotten Tomatoes score and the IMDb score, and then looking at some of the professional reviews, I felt people weren't necessarily warning people off for the right reasons. So let me go ahead and tell you what movie it is. I watched The Counselor.
Ah.
Yes, the Ridley.
That is a very divisive movie.
The Ridley Scott directed, Cormac McCarthy written movie. you want to see like why I generally hate most professional movie reviews is like go look at like Rotten Tomatoes at like the top aggregated results and just the flowery like overly descriptive language without actually saying anything that comes up in the like summaries of why people hated this movie or whatever. We're kind of like, I don't even know what you're saying. I'm just going to watch this damn movie and form my own opinion because I like all of the ingredients here, so I should see what's going on. It's a very well-made movie. I don't think most people would argue that in Ridley Scott's career. I mean, people didn't like Prometheus like for the writing. I don't think most people would say like that was a poorly made movie or anything else he made was a poorly made movie. Generally speaking, he's a very competent filmmaker.
Yeah.
It is one of the most twisted, dark, depressing movies I've ever seen, and I've seen The Road and I've seen No Country for Old Men. This movie leaves you with this feeling of like, fuck everything forever. And it's such a strange tale to tell. Like, I don't understand why anyone would want to tell this. Like, I feel like if I ever met Cormac McCarthy, I would just want to hug the man and be like, it's gonna be okay, guy. Really, it's gonna be okay. Like, I don't know who shot his buddies when he was a kid. He's got some serious issues.
His treasure buddies?
I don't know.
Super buddies?
Dude, if he wrote the Buddies movies, they would all die, and then he would figure out a way to bring them back, and he'd kill them again. That's just
that's harsh.
Yeah, but like luckily, I'm not going to get spoilery, but like luckily, it doesn't go some places that it leaves your mind to wander into like you know what's happening because people have kind of been telling you things the entire movie, but luckily, it doesn't feel the need to actually like then go on and show it in certain parts of the movie. But like, I mean, Fassbender's performance in the movie is fucking amazing. Like, I mean, I almost want to say watch the movie because some parts of it are so good. But like, you've got to know what you're in for. It is like just despair on film. I can't put it any better. And like, yeah, by the end of that, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you literally just had the bad guys win. Like. And then you ended the movie.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just like the worst people come out on head. I mean, like there is no redemption whatsoever in this movie at all. Like, and it's just it's a bizarre tale to watch. So I understand the negative reviews. Like I said, I'm trying to give it to you a little more straight. Like, if you're gonna watch it, just know what you're in for.
Well, to me, it was interesting. Like, I appreciate any movie where reviewers are either this is complete garbage, or other people are just like, if you look at it in a certain light, it's kind of genius, which is pretty much the reviews for that movie. There was nobody who was like, it was all right. It was like either, no, fuck this thing, or no, it's actually great. And you never know if it's just people hipstering it up and being like, no, you guys just don't get it. And if it had average reviews, they'd probably just be like, yeah, it was I don't know. But because everyone was like, I hate it so much, there had to have been people who were just like, no, you don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, like I thought The Road was bleak. I mean, I read The Road and then watched the movie, and the movie is less bleak than the book,
but it's bleak.
But it's bleak as shit. And like I was like, but there's a glimmer of hope to that movie. There's like shit is awful, but it might be okay, possibly. Yeah. This movie is like, nope, fuck all that. The world is a piece of shit, and we are just other pieces of shit floating on top of it. So, yeah.
I still need to see it.
Yeah.
I still want to see it just to figure out which side of the fence I fall on for that one.
Yeah, it tries at several points to be a very off-putting movie. Like, I mean, it starts off in a very strange scene, and it's like, okay, it's a strange tone to start the movie with, but whatever. I'm just
okay.
I kept trying to get like it looked good, and I kept trying to give it its chance to win me over. But yeah.
All right. Yeah. How about you, Chuck?
But you have another one?
Oh, the other thing I was just going to say, I watched Captain America: The Winter Soldier again. It's not a very strong statement, but that is by far and away the best sequel of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, I like Iron Man 3 a good bit, but like the after the Avengers, everything has to end with a big crazy battle. Captain America 2 earns it. I think better than anything else has. I mean, I think Iron Man 3 was just like, fuck, I don't know. We were telling a buddy cop story, and now I don't know. We got to have shit blow up.
Huh.
You know, like Captain America 2 earns its big crazy ending. I mean, it's not going up against very strong competition. You know, Thor 2 and Iron Man 2 and 3, but you know, it's really strong. So that's all.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I need to see it.
Well, it's coming
I'll
out
just
on video. Chuck.
Preemptively say it's good. Yeah, I watched a movie. I watched Christmas with the Cranks.
Wait, what?
man.
Fuck that movie.
Why did you watch that?
Happy August. Why are you watching Christmas for? What made you
First
watch
of all-
Christmas with the Cranks?
Because at a certain point a couple weeks ago, I had a thought. I was like, what happened to John Grisham? And then I looked at his filmography and I saw that his book was the basis for Christmas with the Cranks. And I was like, what the shit? He wrote a book called Skipping Christmas. And
I remember that.
It is the basis for Christmas with the Cranks.
Well,
So I had to see that because that was intriguing to me.
And how was it?
Fuck that movie.
Why?
It is the broadest form of comedy. It is just frumpy looking Tim Allen and Jamie Lee Curtis just falling down and just doing like oh face the entire time as the most improbable things are happening. They're just, like their kid leaves home and they're like, you know what? We spend too much money on Christmas. We're going to go on a cruise, and the entire fucking city flips out. They're like, what do you mean you're not doing Christmas? We're going to stalk you until you do Christmas. And then they turn into assholes because everyone else is bothering them, and then everyone who's bothering them gets more and more assholey, and it's just like, this movie, like, you would walk into Grandma's house Christmas Eve, and it would be on the television, and, like, you know, your idiot uncle and the unfortunate woman he married are sitting there laughing their asses off at it, and
You're
it's
projecting a lot here, Chuck.
no, I'm just imagining that scenario where anyone on the planet would be like, yeah, Christmas with the Cranks is good. Is just the worst.
Okay.
Pain. Just watching this and like, man, thinking I might have to like Galaxy Quest less because of what Tim Allen is doing here. It's that kind of movie that goes back and is just like, I don't know. I mean, you've got Dan Aykroyd and
So
Jamie
you made
Lee-
it all the way through.
yeah.
Why?
Because I started doing other things when it was on. But
Okay, because I know you've shut off other movies where
I
you're
have,
just like,
but I was in shock. I was mostly in shock at this, and I was kind of curious because it was there was a point where it was Dan Aykroyd and Jamie Lee Curtis together again on screen, and I was like, well, this is mildly interesting because these were two sort of young, attractive people doing sexy things with each other and trading places, and now they're two old, large people being gross. It's just, times change. It was interesting to see.
okay,
But it was sad.
well, that's a shame.
So if you've got unfortunate family members who love the worst, give them this in their stocking this Christmas season.
Hooray!
Available on Amazon.
That sounds like a great idea.
Buy it through our link.
Oh God, I'm going to make a link. All right.
Just the worst.
Apparently.
Yeah.
All right. You know what's not the worst?
Emails?
Email.
yeah, emails are the best.
I love
sometimes
emails.
we get
Electronic mail.
sometimes we get fart through the emails.
I love
Yeah,
fart.
sometimes we get fart. Sometimes we get voicemails.
No, those don't come through email.
They kind of
Those come through
translation.
No, they come through
Yeah, they
Garfield.
do.
Oh, that's right. Okay. You're right.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
farts them out.
He farts them into the computer.
Yeah. But we got a couple of voicemails, got some
Garfart.
emails. So start off with an email
Okay, that sounds
Okay.
great.
as soon as I pull it up.
You did say we have voicemails? I need to be pulling them up.
We got two of them,
Okay,
actually.
I was
So yeah, you can pull those right on up.
Oh, yeah.
First one up is from Jay, who says, Summer Movies 2014. Where art thou? Hey, BMFcast crew.
Hey.
Jay from California here, and I have to ask, am I the only one disappointed by this year's crop of summer movies? Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy was fucking awesome, but overall this has been a pretty forgettable summer movie season. It felt like we were front-loaded with Captain America, Godzilla, and X-Men, and then we had Expendables 3 and Guardians bringing up the rear, but the only films I remember from June and July were Edge of Tomorrow, and I may be the only one, and Transformers, now with Marky Mark. I have to know, did I somehow miss all the awesome summer movies? Crash and burn, Jay out.
This summer has been weird. It does seem like summer's past. It's always like, what's the next movie? Like next week, what's the movie? And this summer's kind of been like, we got a month to go before the next thing comes out.
Yeah.
Were we supposed to get a Fast movie this summer?
It was supposed
to be around.
That's
4th of
what's
July.
wrong.
Yeah,
That's what's wrong with this summer.
Okay, that's what happened.
We didn't have a Fast movie. Or Furious.
I kind of I guess it's just there were so many sequels that didn't seem to need to happen. Like Sin City, they just waited too long to make that movie, and it's weird that the world changed around them that dramatically in 9 years.
Has anybody
haven't
seen it? Is it any
I
good?
don't know.
Yeah, I think
everybody's just saying
The
that they
reviews
haven't
were
seen
almost universally like, this is garbage.
Yeah, but I think too that Hollywood finally figured out that summer doesn't have to start Memorial Day. They're just releasing these things. Because, I mean, Captain America was what, April?
Yeah, beginning of April.
Yeah, I mean, these movies, they used to jam them into summer week after week after week, and now it's like, we can let this movie ride 2 or 3 weeks before our next movie comes out.
Well, they had 3 large-scale Marvel movies to come out in the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, they needed to space them out. So, I mean, we had been getting like a fall or spring Marvel movie that was like, it's kind of a B-list thing, but, I mean, I think they knew Guardians probably could have been that, but then they realized how good the movie was going to be, so, I mean... I think as soon as they probably started getting that cast, they were like, okay, this is more than...
I've also noticed in recent years, it feels like everyone front loads. Like, May is the big month now.
Yeah.
And June is kind of like, if it's a good week, we'll put it out here. And, like, 4th of July just doesn't seem to be what it used to be. Because it used to be 4th of July was, like, the big one. Like, this is the one you're waiting for.
Independence Day.
Yeah, and now it's, like... I mean, Transformers came out and made $1 bajillion, but I don't know anybody that's seen it. I don't know a single person that has seen that movie.
It's weird. Yeah, it's a little strange.
But as far as I understand, it's the highest grossing movie of the year.
I think most of that comes from overseas, though.
I don't know.
I don't think these movies are doing what they're supposed to be doing here. But I mean, think about how we all like pretty much soured on the Expendables. You know, I mean, Expendables 1, we're just we're camping out to see the Expendables.
Well, we were ready for Expendables 2, too, when we were like, oh, yeah, they're keeping it R. Fucking awesome.
And then 2 was just kind of just totally let down.
Yeah.
And then 3 was just like, I don't care. I'll watch that on video.
Well, I mean, look at how you had a golden opportunity, and it didn't take much to cash in on the fact that there wasn't a Fast and the Furious movie, and they fucked up Need for Speed.
Yeah.
I mean, how hard is that?
Yeah.
Make a fucking car racing stunt movie.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean... Where are all the stuntmen directors? Just let somebody do that. It's not hard.
I think they were all making Mad Max according to that trailer because, good lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just, what a fucking golden opportunity squandered there,
So, I mean, on like one hand, it seems like a slow summer, but on the other hand, I think it's probably the biggest grossing box office of all time this summer. It's just more movies making more, or less movies making more money instead of a lot of movies coming out.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and I mean... And Guardians is the only one I feel like really this summer truly knocked it out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was everything I wanted it to be. And Captain America, but that was back in April.
Yeah.
I mean...
X-Men was pretty awesome, too. I don't know.
Yeah, X-Men was pretty good. But then I saw Guardians, I was like, it's not as good. Yeah. So anyway, I think June and July aren't, strangely enough, just aren't what they used to be. Like, if you got a really solid one, you're putting it out in May. And then,
Yeah. I just feel like there's too many times where somebody does something good and people are like, I want more of that, but not necessarily a sequel, and people can't pick up the slack. I mean, Godzilla should have been another Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
The ingredients were there, the talent just wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, special effects wise, they should have been like, make that.
Yeah.
You do that again. People want that.
Yeah, but it also, it made 2 or 3 times what Pacific Rim made.
True.
So
yeah, but I think with Godzilla, they made choices that we didn't agree with.
Okay.
I think was the main thing.
But in reading a lot of reviews, a lot of people kind of struggled to say that movie was great. I think a lot of people were like, yeah, it's pretty good.
A couple badass parts.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people were like really like forcing themselves to say this is just the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Die Hard Godzilla people were just sort of like, yeah, I mean, it's not the Matthew Broderick movie, but...
Mm-hmm.
Wish Walter White had been in it more.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Emmy winner.
From Malcolm in the Middle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up. You got Steve like the bird heron, who says the internet equivalent of the post office fucked up. It says, yo, casters of Banff.
Yes?
It's your favorite harpy, Steve like the bird heron. Long time no correspondence. Sorry about that. I was in another play and then I got a job, blah, blah, busyness, etc. But luckily my boss assigned me to paint the break room, so I got to catch up on the BMFcast while I literally got to watch paint dry.
Awesome.
I know the feeling, Steve. It says, anyway, I watched this other show about movies called Welcome to the Basement. Don't get me wrong, it's no BMFcast, but it's pretty cool. And the one host, Matt Sloan, came up with a cinematic immersion tank. You watch a movie 5 nights in a row and see how your opinion changes throughout the week. I liked this idea and decided to do it with the movie Heathers. This was a mistake. Heathers is a good movie with a lot of layers, but you get everything out of it after 3 days, and the other 2 are painful. So what movies do you think are prime for this challenge? Try to avoid the obvious, Inception, Requiem for a Dream, etc. Also, a few episodes ago, someone recommended Tough Guys Don't Dance. Oh god, oh man, is that movie bad. Hilariously bad. Very quotable with its batshit crazy dialogue, but I don't think it's exactly in your wheelhouse. The before-mentioned Welcome to the Basement did an episode on it, blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute. I hear a mountain lion. I'm flying away for now, but I'll be back when Steve like the Birdemic is over. Squawk, bitches. Crash and burn, Steve like the bird out. P.S. Thank you very much for the Power Rangers episode. It's some of the hardest I've ever laughed. That made my entire wasted time in childhood watching that movie worth it. Ivan Ooze is the shit. Sent via wind.
Water?
He's like the wind.
Oh, God. Just
Yeah, I don't
the
want to do
thought
that.
of Requiem for a Dream 7 days in a row.
Nah, no.
Was it 7 days or 5 days?
5 days.
Okay, well,
2 days
still,
in a
2
row.
days,
No,
yeah.
it's
Even
back
one,
to back.
Even
No.
one more time in my life, I think I'm done with that movie for life now.
That's
That's an interesting
that's a
idea. if you-
dangerous concept.
Yeah.
Wildly dangerous
'Cause-
because
Well, it only seems like the potential for badness.
exactly like
You're not going to come away with it 5 days later going like, man, this just keeps getting better.
it's hard to think of a movie like if a movie can pass the 5 days, like if you can watch that 5 days in a row and go, yeah, I'd watch that again.
Mm-hmm.
Like your opinion, like what you actually figure out should be sort of based on how you feel after that, or whether you're willing to watch it yet another day after
Yeah.
that 5 days.
Yeah.
Took a
I
long
think
time to
that
say
third day is the key. But I mean, do you do it with a movie you've already seen before? Do you do it going in cold? How do you go about that? But because something like Star Trek Into Darkness, first time you watch it, you're gonna be like, yeah, that was cool, that was great. And then the second time you're gonna watch it, you're probably gonna be like, why the fuck did they do that? This is kind of garbage, like. And then what's the third day become? I could see myself doing this with something like There Will Be Blood.
Mm-hmm.
And the first day, just like taking it in.
Yeah.
Second day, focusing on cinematography or whatever, the technical aspects. Third day, focusing on the themes and like what each thing represents and that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth day, I don't even know what I'd be doing.
Yeah.
And same with the fifth. So I don't know.
The problem with me on stuff like that is that I would, and this has happened to me because you end up watching things a certain amount of times when you're making a video or whatever. My eyes always go to technical aspects like dubbing, like overdubbing, and the over the shoulder shot where one person is clearly not saying what they're saying.
That
I
drives me batty.
I never see it on the first time because I'm so into the movie, but as I keep watching like a frame on a screen, I just notice these things like a character in the background is talking, but they've cut out their dialogue, so they're not actually saying anything, and that bothers me. I don't want to see movies like that. I don't want to strip away that layer of movie magic. And that's what would happen if I did that more than a few days in a row. I would start to hear weird dubbing and. You can see the seams. I don't want to see the seams.
Yeah. So I don't know. I
Interesting idea. I mean,
It's
if
an
you
interesting
don't
idea,
want a
but-
new experience all the time, which is what I want. Like I watch a movie, I'm done with it. I want to watch the next thing as soon as possible. There are so many movies to see.
Yeah.
I've only ever really done anything similar to that is like if I really loved a movie the first time I watched it and I had like the DVD that had like director's commentary and all that sort of stuff, like Boogie Nights, when I first watched that, immediately watched it again with director's commentary. Like immediately.
Yeah. But that's
was up till like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, but that's an entirely different scenario. I mean, that's
you're
not just watching the movie again.
Yeah.
So
I did a similar thing with Scott Pilgrim when I got the DVD. It's like I'll watch this twice a week forever.
That's a strange reaction.
It's a good nah.
So many colors and sounds in that movie.
Kind of epileptic. Just,
Yeah.
So, you want to play a voicemail for us there, sir?
Oh, sure.
I think we got a couple.
We do.
Okay.
Hey, it's Mike from Pittsburgh. Long time no call. 2 quick notes. First, I love the review of Avenging Force. I managed to watch that entire movie without realizing it was a sequel to Invasion USA. Because the guy doesn't even ride a freaking fan boat. And he's not Chuck Norris. Second of all, you're doing all these terrible kids movies for August. Why not just do Rover Dangerfield? It's animated, but it's got to be better than Bailey $, billion $. Watch Rover Dangerfield. Celebrate animation in late summer. Out.
No.
Let me make this easy for you, Mike. No.
Nah.
The proponents of animation are really hardcore about it. Like when we were in Atlanta, Jens was like, "You guys kind of picked the wrong movies for animation."
We're like, no, we didn't.
It's like, no, just the concept is
because we
bad.
can't watch good animated movies.
Yeah, it's just
people would lynch us.
Yeah, it's like that's not going to work for us. It's just not. We can't do the animated. What you swatting at?
Y'all can't catch a motherfucking thing.
Yeah, I made it leave. That's all that matters.
But man,
go over there.
How many times has he stumped for Rover Dangerfield?
It was on the list, I think.
I thought I made my feelings on Rodney Dangerfield pretty clear.
Yeah.
Hey, what kind of problem you got with Rodney Dangerfield? I give him zero respect.
Oh.
Damn. All right.
Take my Harlow, please.
Next one up is from next email is from Josh, your friend of mine from Corpus Christi.
Ah, very good.
No song attached this time.
Oh.
But he did say, you guys were discussing obviously self-written IMDb profiles. Well, have I ever got the most obvious one in history? And of course, it had to be that ponytailed Widow Pekin Blues guitar playing dynamo, Steven Seagal. Although I know full well that you guys likely don't have time to read the entire thing on air, I have posted it here in full for you to pick and publicly read the best parts. You can't fake self-absorption like this. Quote, Steven Seagal is a striking and somewhat boyishly handsome-looking, often with ponytail, and usually impeccably dressed action star who burst onto the martial arts scene in 1988 in the fast-paced Warner Brothers film Above the Law. The enigmatic Seagal commenced his martial arts training at the age of 7 under the tutelage of well-known karate instructor and author Fumio Demura, and in the 1960s commenced his Aikido training in Orange County, California under the instruction of Harry Ishisaka. Harry Ishisaka.
Bless you. It's okay.
Yeah, they just...
Yeah, it goes on.
It keeps going on.
Oh, my God.
Ovid saw star value in the imposing-looking Seagal. Mm-hmm. It's, ugh.
You ready for this? This is the last.
All right.
The last line.
Yeah, the very end.
While his box office appeal has somewhat declined from his halcyon blockbusters of the mid-90s, Seagal still has a very loyal fan base in the action movie genre and continues to remain a highly bankable star.
God, what?
False.
IMDb mini biography by Firehouse44 at hotmail.com. So send your displeasure directly to him.
Yeah.
Hotmail.
Ooh, fire hot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sounds like the work
AKA
of a master Steven stunningly handsome Widow Pete guitar playing. Awesome action.
Steven.Seagal44 at hotmail.com.
I'll make up an address.
Oh my God, Steven Seagal!
Why is he Nicolas Cage?
He's arresting me.
I don't know.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. But I think it was last week tonight with John Oliver had footage of him playing at one of the Ukraine concerts.
Sure.
Oh, wasn't he playing on the
band?
wrong side of that?
Yes.
Like he was playing for like the pro-Russian side or something.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He's an idiot.
They probably had good catering. All right,
Yeah,
they had better catering than the Ukrainian side.
They had
Ukrainian side was like, here's dirt and bugs.
Because that's all they've left us. And the Russian side had donuts and sweet kimonos.
Well, caviar and vodka, probably.
Yeah.
Caviar and sweet kimonos.
All of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that. I can't stress enough how long that bio is.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just page after page.
thousands of words.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Next one's up. It's from Newsom,
Hey,
who says Rollins.
Rollins.
Henry?
Rollins.
Mm.
Okay.
He says, I haven't seen the other Wrong Turns, but Wrong Turn 2 is a must. Henry Rollins plays an ex-military reality show survivor host guy. It's a super dumb, funny as hell movie. Matter of fact, there needs to be a Rollins month. Add Feast to the list. It may be cheap and self-aware, but it's funny as shit. Then continue on with The Devil's Tomb, which I haven't actually seen, but it has Cuba Gooding Jr. in it. And then Henry Rollins plays a priest that guards the gate to hell.
We
It
own
sounded
that.
pretty funny when I saw him on stand-up. Not sure what to suggest for the fourth, but you guys need more Rollins. Newsom.
He's fun. I remember him in The Chase, which is kind of a terrible movie, but he plays a sort of crazy
Chase is-
cop in it.
Yeah. What was that one we saw? Oh, he was in, the Snowman one. Jack Frost.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he was-
cop?
I believe
He
so.
plays a lot of cops.
Yeah, but which is weird, but yeah.
Yeah,
But he,
it really
but he
is.
was the one who just saw the snowman and like had the appropriate like, the fuck is that?
Back the truck up
Yeah,
down
what
the street.
Fuck just
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
guy
I-
works. He's in a lot of stuff.
He's got a new TV show where he examines myths.
Does he
Or
possibly
it's on like
bust
H2.
them?
No, it's on H2. But he's like he explores facts you might not have known, and it's interesting that he's got like the Rosa Parks was not the first one to do the bus thing. One that Drunk History has already covered.
Oh, good. Because
So-
that's a myth we need further busting on.
Yeah, but it's that sort of stuff.
Does like each one end with like a zoom in on a tattoo on him, or is like that's the big reveal?
I
Does
am
he get a new one
unaware
every time he
if it
busts it
does.
in?
Yeah, it's-
like Far Cry style?
yeah. And there's all of a sudden a bus shows up on his forearm.
So,
Yeah, Henry
you
Rollins.
want to play the other voicemail we got there?
Let's do that.
Great.
Hey, Samcast, it's Steve, like the bird, heron,
he's back.
sloth, and such. I'm just calling because I feel like the Garfield phone hasn't been getting much love lately. So Garfield, on behalf of everyone in the Bandcast, Harlow, Mackie, DJ, Chuck, me, and all the other people who listen, we love you as much as you hate Mondays. Really, that's it. I feel like there haven't been enough voicemails, and I feel sad for the Garfield phone because every time I watch the live stream, there he is. He's just sitting there with his eyes closed and one of his eyes open when you take the phone part out. This has been a message from Steve like the bird, heron, Crashenberg. See you guys. I have no idea where I'm going with this. Bye.
Thanks, Steve.
I like that everyone who calls us sounds like they've just gotten out of a car on a freeway and they're trying to go get gas or something. It's just like, hey, I thought I'd call you.
A couple minutes.
We don't know what happened. They all just got out of their cars. 'Cause everybody calls sometimes.
Just pulled off the interstate and getting a
Yeah.
pecan log from Stuckey's, and I wanted to.
I was standing in line at the Sizzler. Fuck, I don't know.
Kind of seems like our demographic of just like, I got nothing else to do while I'm walking 10 miles to get this flat tire fixed. Might as well call the BMFcast.
I love the people that have us on speed dial. That's my favorite
Yeah.
one. And it's like they every once in a while accidentally call us.
Oh, yeah.
and
So
it's
we
like-
just get butt wind.
Yeah.
For,
I just got off of work
It's just
and sitting
Yeah.
in traffic on the 45.
and we get a lot. I also love that the
Just
drunk
got to
ones.
thinking, you know.
Yeah, it's the drunk ones where we're like an ex that they're like, I should call them.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll tell those. I'll
Yeah.
give them what for. Those fucking Bev.
No, it's not
They're
like that. It's
fucking
more
wrong.
like I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I was sitting around watching TV, masturbating, and I thought about you.
What's up? Are you up? You want to
Hey,
make a new podcast or something?
So,
you podcasting with anybody right now?
what are you doing? You want me to bring some donuts over?
It's a potty call.
I gotta
No.
agree with you.
No, that's...
Poddy.
Oh, well, I know, but
you
still.
can't say- it's too close.
It's you, yeah, you're going to get the wrong idea. Don't do that, internet.
Potty line?
Don't call the potty line.
It's a potty line.
The potty line.
Ah. Get to the podcast.
Yep.
I just gave some upstartish show title with that.
And we
Can do the podcast.
and we are
Seriously, you could just shit words like a manatee. You have a podcast title.
Can I?
Shit words like come listen to my new shit words like a manatee podcast.
Welcome.
Featured on iTunes right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
slow but steady.
Yeah.
Just shit those words.
Their episode
Really,
We've
it's,
been doing this for like
it's
a
10
decade.
minutes of intro music, and then we're just like, hey, we're shit words like manatee. Woo!
Podcast out.
Yeah.
Click.
Sponsor
Yeah,
us.
Just spitting out word salad.
Brought to you by audible.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no,
iTunes is like, fuck yeah.
We genuinely we love voicemails, guys.
Yeah,
we're
we
just
I
we're
know.
joking around.
We're just having a good time.
We're all just having a good time here.
I worry about
we
you
like
guys.
Dylan here.
We're all fine here.
Should really get
How are you?
AAA or something and wait by your cars.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
And just make sure to, be mindful on the shoulder there.
Yeah. Pull over.
Put your
Yeah.
hazards on.
Yeah.
If you want to, the correspondence information.
Oh,
If you
well.
decide, hey, I should call the BMFcast. What's the number?
Well, I could give you the number now, or I
Yeah,
could
put it
build
in
up
your
some
speed dial.
anticipation.
Oh, okay.
9105-JOCKS-BMF, 910-556-9263. First time ever we've done that first.
It's fine.
That's important. Garfield
It
phone.
is.
Mixing it up.
Hit us up. Call us late at night when you're lonely and need a podcast.
We won't hear it for a week.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Actually,
when you
our
call.
phones will buzz telling us that we have a voicemail.
That's
right.
true.
Eventually. If you want to contact us in another way, though, you can email us, bmf@bmfcast.com. If you want to do any of the social things, go to bmfcast.com. Check out the sidebar on the right-hand side. It's got a bunch of buttons that'll lead you to all the socials. It's also got our Amazon affiliate search box thing. You search, you buy, we get money. It's awesome. That's it. Those are the things you do to get in touch with us.
Cool.
Or you can find us in person. Good luck.
Scavenger hunt.
Truly, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess that's it then. I'm Harlow.
I'm Mackie.
I'm BJ.
I'm Chuck.
And this is BAMFcast Out.
Is it?
You sound so confused, Chuck.
Am I? I started it.
He ended it with a question. Someone put a question mark in the prompter.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Punchy.
Yeah.
Man, Captain America comes out 3 days after my birthday.
Well,
Yeah.
you
What
weren't gonna
is
get it
it
for your birthday?
What is this
anyway.
new streaming rental bullshit thing? Like this fucking window now. Like it's
3
a
weeks.
it's a
What do you mean?
goddamn month now. It seems
It's
like
3 weeks. 3 weeks before.
you can't fucking buy a Blu-ray. It's like rent it on Amazon or iTunes for like a month before it's on the disc. Where it's like
But it's like a digital
Yeah.
purchase. It's not a rental.
some of them are rentals.
Oh, okay. Because it's
Yeah.
usually every time I see it, it's like $14.99. I was like, no, I will pay you streaming if I go watch
Like,
it. for
okay.
you.
No, like IMDb right now has got it like big across the top. Get it now on digital HG, Amazon Instant Video.
Yeah.
Is that free?
Nope.
No.
Because I always see it on the Xbox Dash. It's
Yeah.
always like,
Yeah, I
hey,
think-
this movie's not out yet. You can get it here. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go check that out. $14.99.
But then,
No.
then they're like doing the weird opposite thing where like movies that aren't even in the theater yet, like stream it and
Yeah.
rent it for $8. We don't give a shit. We
Yeah.
just fucking pay us some money
They're
and
just
watch it.
throwing wet paper towels at a wall.
Yeah, because like I was like looking, I was like the Zero Theorem, even the new
what?
Gilliam movie is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
out to like sometime in September. You can rent it for like $10.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would spend that much by myself at the theater. I might do that.
Or
you Yeah. can
invite your buds over.
I could.
Shake us all down for $250.
I could.
Yeah.
If you want to see Christoph Waltz and some crazy Terry Gilliam shit. Yeah.
Jens?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Jens is in it too.
Is he?
No, probably not.
Yes, he is.
All right. Okay, we're leaving now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess it's time to head home.
It is. Shut it down. Shut it all down.
Good night, buddies.
Yep, the Devil's Tomb.
Happy Dogist for next year. Eventually.
Fuck August.
He did not sell the Devil's Tomb properly.
No?
No?
Cuba Gooding Jr.,
Mhm.
Henry Rollins, Ray Winstone, Ron Perlman.
Oh, no.
What's that one?
Devil's Tomb.
Huh.
The Devil's Tomb.
Is that a dog movie?
He was the Henry Rollins movie.
Oh,
One that he recommended.
cool. We own that?